Okay, you guys, we have some very cool photos of Alicia here that Rosaura took last year, and another one of Ronaldo that Louise took this year. I'm going to use these to show you how to add some texture. So I am going to go to, very simply on this one, filter, noise, add noise. And you can see this just adds a little bit of texture to the picture. Makes it look like an old photo. You can change the amount of texture. That's just too much. I like to keep it really simple on this one, like no more than this. You can change how it looks. So this is Gaussian, that means like scattered. You can also choose uniform, that means put it all in like a more simple design. I like Gaussian, so I'm going to choose that one. And I click OK. As soon as I can find my mouse, there we go. And I also noticed that when I do this, I need to add some text, add some contrast back into my photo. So I'm just going to add a little contrast here. And that looks really cool. Looks like an old photo. I love that effect. So that's a really simple one. Now I'm going to use this photo of Ronaldo that Louise took to show you a series of changes that you can make called halftone. So I'm going to go to, well, first I want to look right here, and I can see that I have a black and a white selected. The color on top is the dark color, the color on the bottom is the light color. Black and white. That's going to give me a black and white effect when I go to add this add this filter. So I go to filter gallery, and the one I'm looking for is under sketch, and it's called halftone. And I can get a better preview by clicking down here and zooming out. And this just looks pretty cool. I can change the size of my halftone by going up. This is a 3, this is a 4, this is a 5, this is a 6. You can see this. That's too much for me for a photo. I think I want to choose just like a 2, add a little texture. And I can change the contrast setting too, but I want to make it look good. So maybe like there looks good for me. I can also change the pattern, like this is a circle, but I gotta say, you guys, I don't like that one. I'm gonna choose dot, and I click OK. And that looks really cool. And you can save and export just like that if you like that. Okay, what else do I want to show you here? I'm gonna undo that. Now I'm also going to show you that if you click on these colors and you choose like kind of a dark color in place of the black and kind of a light color in place of the white, when you do the halftone again, filter gallery, halftone, it will replace black and white with the colors that you chose. Click OK. So that's another cool way you can do this. That's a cool effect right there. I like that. I want to show you 2 more things really quickly. Okay, I'm going to undo that one. There's another effect called Pixelate Color Halftone. I go in here, and you're just going to kind of copy my settings, you guys. If I go to 10 on the maximum radius, that's the radius is the little dot. How big is the dot? Radius, line across the dot. And choose 45 for all of your channels. It's going to give you a color version. For this one, I think my dots are a little too big. So I'm going to go back and do that again. Pixelate, color halftone. 10 was too big. Let's try something smaller like a 5. That looks pretty cool. Maybe you like that. I don't know. It's another version. Okay. the last thing I want to show you, let's try this. I want to open this photo again here. No, I don't need to do that. Okay, we're going to leave this here. Let me try this thing. If this doesn't work, you're going to stop the video. Okay. So I had previously converted this to a smart object. Here is a new version of this photo right here. Okay, we're ready to start now. If I double click, yes, I can do this. Okay, I am going to make 4 copies of this photo in new layers. And I'm going to do that by just dragging the layers that I have on top of the plus button. So now you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of this layer. I'm going to reset my my colors to black and white. I messed up. Delete these. Start again. 1 copy, black and white. I'm going to go to filter gallery. I'm going to add a black and white halftone, just like I did. Click OK. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to copy this. 1, 2, 3. That way I don't have to do that 4 times. I'm going to turn off the top layer so that I can't see it. So now when I'm looking at, I'm going to use this red, green, blue shift that I'm going to show you in a different video. I'm going to double click on Ronaldo. And right here I have my red, green, and blue channels. I'm just going to select one of them for each layer. So my top layer is just going to be red. And you can see what that looks like when I turn the 2 other layers off. Here's the red layer. Now I'm going to do my second layer and I'm going to turn off the red and the blue. So this layer is just going to be green. You can see what that looks like here. Okay, and the last layer is just going to be blue. Red, green, turn those off. Last layer, blue. You can see this one here. Okay, good. Now you can see what it looks like when I turn off just one layer because the colors combine to make different colors. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this layer and I'm going to use my arrow keys to just move them a little bit. So the bottom layer, I'm just moving it. And you can see what this looks like when I zoom in. You see the blue just moved a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, maybe right there. Now I'm going to take this top layer and I'm going to move it to the left, just like that. And then I'm going to choose this layer and I'm going to move it up or down. And that creates a pretty cool effect. Depending on how far you moved them, for example, if I move it a little further, we're going to get less and less black color. Because the 3 combined create a black color. That's a very strange and cool effect. What I'm going to do with the top layer, this one is still black and white, so I can just turn this one on and it will click over the other ones. And then I can turn my opacity down a little bit so I can see, hopefully, if I click on the layer, yes, undo whatever I just did. Good. Click on this layer, turn my opacity down a little bit, and it will just let me see the black and white one, and it will make the effect a little less intense. That one is pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to stop this video and export these.